Hey kids, welcome back. So we are here with Vader. We are going to do the next bit, okay? Where is... So that's the only problem with working on a massive boat on a small workbench. Okay, so fuel system. Here we go. This is my favorite invention for gas boats, period. We don't use gas tanks anymore, at least most of us. Even if you have an existing gas boat like Rockstar or something like that, now I use these. I get these from Zip Kits, zipkits.com. Bam, right there. They cost $6, I believe. You can get them in multiple sizes. Everything's easy. It is basically a nitro-proof IV bag. This is what I use in every gas boat I have. And you can see it's going to fit perfect in our bow. Now we're going to also have some foam up here for flotation or whatever, but I'm going to show you how to put one of these together. The only drawback to one of these, the nice thing is you can fit them in small places. They're much lighter, they're much cheaper, they're much easier maintenance. Hell, you can even pop it out and take it out if you want, just for whatever reason. The only drawback, if there is one, it keeps your fuel from foaming when you're going back and forth and all that. The only drawback, if there is one, is you have to use a fuel pump, like a crank pump or an electric pump. You can't just pour gas into it or anything like that. But I used pumps on all my other stuff anyway. So I'm going to show you how to set one of these up. It's very, very, very simple. The kit comes with fuel line, thankfully, because I'm out. It does not come with these. It comes with this bit and some zip strips. Very, very simple. So all you do for this is just so easy. That smoking hot wife interruption. So basically, very few components. I'll show you how to put one of these together. You got your filler tube. That's what I call it anyway. Not sure if that's what it actually is. And that's it right there. Then you got to think about your path working here. So you have a splitter that's going to go on there. So we're going to take one of these. How do we want to fill this up? Because I got to think about my fuel filler. We're going to put that probably just like right here. We can run the line through there. So let's do a small bit here. This is just how I do it. Doesn't necessarily mean it's right, wrong, or indifferent. Then we're going to put our splitter in. Then we're going to put in a side that's going to go over there, and a side that's going to go over here. Now, I'll show you what I'm doing here in a second. I'm going to take our zip strips and put it around the fuel filler tube. And I'm going to go over the pros and cons and whatnot of these again here in a second, as soon as we get it installed. The other nice thing about gas bags is the fact that you no longer have to pressurize your tank. So if you do have a carb with a pressurizer on it, you know, a secondary output and a prime bulb, you don't use it at all. This is a primerless carb. There is no primer bulb and there is no secondary output. So I don't have to worry about it on here. Now what we're going to do, I zip strip the crap out of everything. How I am. I've had too much stuff on quads and boats and cars just come on undone, unwrapped, unskewed. It's like, eh. So, my buddies, I bought this zip strip tool, and a bunch of my guys are giving me grief about it. It's like, why the fuck would you buy a zip strip tool? And I was like, if you knew how many zip strips you used in boats, you'd get one too, because all your water lines, your cooling lines, your fuel lines, your wiring, all that stuff, way more than a quad. So it's like, I got tired of pulling, you know, and especially when you're doing fluids through a tube, you want it good and tight, obviously. So good stuff. You can get them on Amazon or wherever. Okay. Now that is all put together. Now we have to cut the tube to length. So if my bag's going to go here, I'm going to bring my fuel line filler to here, and the rest can be going to the carb. I am going to run the line under the engine, probably here. You can always reroute it later. Just make sure you leave yourself enough line. No big thing, like I did there, or didn't there. That's okay. We can make that work. And then we'll go ahead and trim this off. So what I do then is I slide on These are little fuel shutoffs. I use these on nitro boats, gas boats, nitro cars, because what happens is when you're filling this with a pump, if you don't cut off the carb supply, you can force it into the carb and flood yourself out. So see how this works? It's just a lever clasp like that, bam, and undo it. And I'm going to put one on this side as well. I want to say I got these off Amazon too. You can get them at most hobby web pages. I don't know if Zip Kits have them. I think Offshore Electrics or whoever. But actually, if you just type in nitro clamp or something like that, nitro fuel clamp on Amazon, I believe I buy them by the bag up there. So we're going to bring that all the way down. You all the way over here, and that's still way too much line. That's okay. So I'll cut it right there. Then I'm going to push it through here. I got to tighten up that carb. You want to make sure you can get to all your clamps. No sense in putting them on if you can't reach them. Then I'm going to use these. And slide. Didn't get in the right spot. Hope this is in shot. If not, you get the idea. There we go. These things are worth their weight in gold. Medical clamps, awesome stuff. Then we're going to drill a hole through the hull. We're going to put this filler through there, and we will go ahead and connect this up to there. So I'll be right back. All right, and we are back, and we are done with the fuel system. I got shavings and shit in my glass. Very easy to do. Here's our fuel dot, which is our fuel filler. This just goes right down to here and screws into there. Pull it out, pull this off, plug your pump in, pump up your gas, bam, you're done. The gas kit does come with a gas plug. If you don't want to mess with this, you can just leave the plug laying and the line laying inside here. When you go to fill up, just pop this off. It's the same thing as that. This is just hull base, looks a little cool. And the other thing about these bags is you'll notice here at the top, there's a little cutout right there for putting a zip strip in. I 3D print little plastic block with a hole through the center, and I just glue it into the bow and zip strip it right there. It's there forever, works great. And that just keeps it from bouncing around. Very, very simple. So again, how I do this, and I might do a video. If anybody wants to see an actual video on how to do this, it's not hard. When I go to gas up, I will close off this valve, wherever the hell it's at, on my main line. Yeah, that's not going to work. We got to fix that. Kind of hard to get to. I'll close off this valve. I'll open this clamp, and I'll fill it up. Once you fill this up, there's going to be a little bit of air. You do need to get that air out. They call it burping the bag. So you can take your pump off and put it up so your air bubble comes up to here. But usually what I do is I just tilt the boat up so it's bow down, back pump it a little bit till it sucks the air out, and then shut the clamp, open up your other clamp, and you're done. Nothing but a peanut. Very, very easy to do. So that's really about it. I love the bag system. Very, very cool. I will probably throw a zip strip around this just to make it a little bit more. I'm going to run this underneath and over. No big deal. So that's the gist of it, kids. Let me know if you have any questions. Take care. Bye.